Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Simply Espresso, coming to you today from the northeast of Scotland. Right, so I've got another home roast for you guys for today. I'm going to be doing back-to-back roasts, so 2 roasts. And we're going to be trying out some beans from Peru, Henry Perez Camacho. I got this from a coffee company in the UK called the Green Coffee Collective. The beans are fully washed, is my understanding. And the altitude is quite high. So altitude-wise, this is 2,100 meters above sea level. The beans are quite small and they're dense as well. And it was a fairly good price. I think it was under 50 quid for this, and it's a 5 kilo bag, so quite a lot of coffee. And flavor notes suggest that you should be able to get sweetness, booziness, red grape, black currant, honey, and silky. So the idea is, as I say, to do 2 roasts. Now, tasting-wise, I'm probably going to let these settle down for at least a week. I am finding with the Kaffelogic, the ready-to-drink profile is good and all, but I definitely am preferring the coffee that I'm getting from other profiles where they've rested for at least a week. I had an SL34 from Cafe Grangela Esperanza the other day, and it was spectacular as an Americano. Even my partner was impressed, and she's a hard lady to please. Right, so the idea with this as well, guys, so this is 80 grams of beans I'm going to be roasting. So you can roast up to 100 to 120 grams of beans in the Kaffelogic. However, I'm finding that 80 grams I get a better roast, I find, with 80 grams. But it all just depends on the beans. But as I say, this will be 2 back-to-back roasts of 80 grams worth of beans. What we're going to do with the first profile I'm going to be using is what is called a fast roasting profile. And the idea is that it roasts quickly, and it'll be quite light as well, is my understanding. So the beans, although on the outside they may look darker, on the inside they will probably be quite light. The other roasting profile I'm going to be using is a slow roast. So it will be interesting to see what the differences are between them once the beans have rested. The other thing I'd like to do, guys, as well, I'm not going to put any music on with this roast, so you're just going to be hearing the roaster and my loud extractor fan. I see a lot of interesting comments about, when do you count first crack, etc. And, do you count it when you first hear the beans cracking, or do you wait a bit and listen to be quite a few cracks and then go for the, is that when you count first crack? It'll be very interesting for you guys to listen to it and also suggest to me what you think is first crack for you. I would highly appreciate comments on that, guys. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to load this profile. So this is going to be the fast roast. And I think the lightness is 1.7, so it's going to be quite a light roast. But it's going to roast fast. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just start it up then, shall we? And see what we get. some of the beans cracking there. Around there, I would say would be first crack for me anyway. Okay guys, so that's the roast done. As I said, I've deliberately not logged the first crack on the Kaffelogic because, as I said, I would like you guys, I really appreciate you guys to comment on when you think, if you could hear it, when you think that first crack was on that one. And just to advise as well, this particular profile I've used the fast roast. Kudos to the person that uploaded this profile. The idea is it's meant to give a Nordic type espresso experience. So as I said, the exterior of the beans may look a bit darker, but on the inside it will be light. Well, that's what we hope for anyway. Okay, so that's the first roast done. So what we'll do is we'll just I'll just pause here. We'll take the beans out the Kaffelogic. I need to clean out the chaff collector as well. It's almost full. But we'll be back in a second, guys, and take a look at the beans that I've just roasted. Okay, guys, apologies for any shaky camera here. So here's the results of the roast. It's a little bit uneven, but I'd expect that perhaps with a lighter profile. As I said, it was 1.7, so fairly light. I've also learned not to pay too much attention to color. It really is all about the taste and what you get from the beans once they've rested. So, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much what I was wanting. Yeah, so that's the fast roast. So what I'll do is I'll bag these up and let them rest for at least a week. And okay, so guys, I'm just going to pause here and then we'll do our second roast, which will be the slow roast profile. So back in a second. Right guys, so welcome back. And that's us now ready to do the second roast. So again, 80 grams of green coffee, this time on a slow roasting profile, 1.7. So we're keeping at the same level of roasting. So it's going to be quite light, or medium to light, or probably light. Yeah, so we'll just see what this one gives us. Again, guys, I would really appreciate the comments about first crack, where you think first crack is for this roast. I'll find all your comments very, very useful on this. And also it'll help me with my future roasts as well. So again, always appreciated. Okay, so let's just start up the roast then, shall we? Okay guys, so that is the second roast now completed. So that was, as I said, on the slow roast profile at 1.7 on the roasting level. So what we'll do is I'll just pause again and we'll take a look at the beans and see what came out. So back in a second, guys. Okay guys, so welcome back. So yeah, there are the beans. I need to weigh them, but these ones appear to be a bit more evenly roasted, in my opinion. Excuse the shaky cam. Maybe because it took longer. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how those two ones turned out. There's a couple of ones there that's a little bit uneven, but again, as I said before, I mean, it could, you just got to basically, it's all about the taste in the end, isn't it? So, yeah, so that's that's the back-to-back roast done, guys. Well, as I said to you before, I'm going to let these sit for at least a week. I'm actually tempted to let them sit for at least a week and a half, actually, to be honest, before I do any tasting. So, I think what I'll do is I'll do a separate video where we do the tasting, and it'll be completely, I'll open the bag and it'll all be fresh. I'm not going to smell any of these beans, I promise. I'm very tempted to, obviously. But one thing I have found, though, with Kaffelogic and also with green coffee as well, I personally think it's always best to get a cheaper, bigger batch before you try and delve into roasting your more expensive beans. But yeah, anyway, guys, so this is the second roast done. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I really appreciate the comments on First Crack. If you could please check them out. I'll probably put timestamps on this video because obviously this is half an hour long. I don't want you guys to have to unnecessarily watch stuff. So yeah, but anyway guys, have a fantastic day. I had a lot of fun doing this, and take care. See you later.